Hi all, I'm here to show you a new technique. Well, to me, it's a new technique for cross stitching. I have all kinds of different projects in all different ranges. I do one strand over one on 25 count. I do one over one on 28 count. Sometimes I do 2 over 1 on 14 count. Sometimes I do 3 over 1 on 14 count. And when you have an odd number of flosses, then it's very difficult to do the original loop method where you put the two ends together and then you come out with your loop on the end. Well, that's difficult to do if you only have one strand. So, this can work for any uneven amount of strands. This will be a lot easier for people who know how to either knit, crochet, or even do macrame. What I'm going to start with is what's called a slip stitch. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get it into the camera here. So what I do is I take my two ends and I make a loop, and then I flip the loop over, and now you notice that I have, see how they're crossing. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to take this long end and I'm going to stick it through this hole right here without letting go of this end, because this is going to be our slip knot. So I grab this end and then I grab that, and then we pull the loop through and it makes a little loop on the end. See that? Now you're going to end up with a tail, but the better you get at it, you can just pull it apart like this, it goes right back together again. The better you get at making this loop, the easier it will be for you to shorten it up. So what I do is I make the loop, tighten it onto my finger like this, where I have the little, I know it's very hard to see, I have a crappy camera, where I have this little bit of string end hanging off here. Then I get my trusty scissors. You don't want to clip the whole thing off, because when you go to loop it through, you don't want the end coming undone. So I leave probably about 1/8 to 1/16 of an inch on there. Just enough. Just enough. I don't know if you can see that, but just enough, a little bit there. Leave this on my finger because we don't want the loop to come off. Come to the other end where I've got my single. And I have my brand newly made, I believe it's called a biscornu, but I made it into a needle minder. So this is my very first biscornu, and I'm working on a larger one at the moment. As you can see, this one is going to be this one, and it is called Bunny, and it is by Joan A. Elliott. I found it on the internet. I'm not sure who Joan A. Elliott is, but she has very, very, very cute biscornu patterns. So I take my handy dandy easy guide needle, thread my needle, a little bit of elevator music for y'all. Okay, so normally when I do a loop start, I will go from the top of my project down into the loop down into the hole, and then I'll come back out where I would normally be pulling, like parking my stitch, and then I'd be going back down into the loop that I pulled it through. But because we don't want this end showing, we're going to do it backwards, and we're going to do it upside down. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to flip it upside down. I'm going to find the hole that I need, and the hole that I need is next stitch right next to this one. I know it's very difficult to see. I don't have a very fantastical computer. This one right here. I gotta make 5 stitches. I've only got 3 right here. So I'm gonna be coming out of this one and going back down into this one. So let's see. If we can do this here. Alright, so I have the needle coming through the hole, as you can see. So I'm going to pull the needle through the hole while the whole time having this still on my finger, pulling it tight. I'm going to put it back through the top like I normally would stitch. Pull that all the way through. And then when we get to the other side, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my needle, I'm going to stick it through this little hole like that, just like any normal one that you would do, and then you pull it, and you'll notice it'll get to a point where it'll stop and you'll still have the loop. Just tug a little bit harder, and then you'll have your stitch. There's my half a stitch right there, and back. I didn't pull it hard enough. Back. Sometimes the back looks messy, sometimes the back doesn't look messy. And the back just has a little this on it, and that's it. It looks like it has a little tiny bump right there, but that's from where I weaved in the last one. But once you do a couple more stitches over that, you'll never even notice it. So if I come back through, put the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. If you can see what I'm doing, I don't know, can you? Here we go. I don't know how well that is, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches. Come back. Now that I've made that extra stitch, I'll take my scissors. I apologize for such a horrible video. I'm so sorry. Now I'm going to take the stitches and I'm going to snip that little bit off. Well, I guess it would be easier if I had a good pair of scissors, but hey, you know, we all work with what we can work with. And there, and that's my back so far. There's my front. Oh, it's hard to tell. This is a lightish greenish color. So now I just gotta go back around here to finish up the border, and then I can start the bunnies. So I just thought I would share that with you. So to sum up what I did, which seems like for 10 minutes that was an awful lot of stuff to do, but really The only thing I did was make a slip knot on the end of my threads, and I loop method with that, and that's it. That's all you got to do. And if you don't know how to do a slip knot, and if I confused you, there are plenty of videos on YouTube that you can check out. You can check out knitting, how to start a slip knot, or crochet, how to start a slip knot, or any how to do a slip knot will work just fine. Well, I hope you all enjoyed it. My name is Samantha Pingree, and I am for the New England Dynasty. Not the New England Dynasty. That's my other company. New England Cross Stitch. I have a New England Cross Stitch company, and I also have a New England Dynasty seed company. So you can get a hold of me as the Green Queen on Google. You can get a hold of me on Facebook. I have a Facebook page which is called Cross Stitch and Embroidery Uncensored. You can come and follow me there. I don't have an Instagram or a Twitter or any of that fun stuff because I guess I'm old and I'm not fun. So yeah. So like, have fun, share, subscribe, whatever you want to do. I hope you all enjoy my video. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.